I'm Dr. Sreelekha. I was working as a DST Women Scientist at IIT Bombay from 2012 till 2018. And so I was undergoing academic harassments from IIT Bombay uh, for the past 10 years. So basically one criminal Ditesh Kanogia wanted to get into PhD, and for that trapping other students to get publications and all. He to get an PhD admission, he played around and spoiled my career over the past 6-7 years continuously without allowing me to work in the lab or anywhere. And so then they did dressing Sudha Bingardwe, Raksha Sharma, these all students were joining them, and they were continuously troubling me, and they never allowed me to even enter into the lab after 2015 on once when Professor Pushpa Bhattacharya went into IT Patna as director. And so they were extending the matters to hostel and was troubling me continuously. So eventually, there are many cases in 2015 also we report to student cell, and at the time they created a fake mental record to save the criminals and lab by Professor Pushpa Bhattacharya. So then in 2016 when they threw me out of the lab, and after my father expired, and I requested HOD, and they have given me a room in the department to work. And then simultaneously there is a PhD student Abhishek Shankar, and he was loving me from 2013, and so he was I was ignoring him continuously, and he and his friends were monitoring me throughout, and actually they were trying to help me, support me from the lab problems. And in 2016 he wanted to get married to me, and so since he finished his PhD, so at that time, so when he came for talking, and I was not showing much I was hesitating to talk because I was afraid of his friend Minarli Sharma, especially she was insulting me throughout, and also his other friends were harassing me in lab in the hostel everywhere, and on the path everywhere. And so then I have informed to HOD, and he have arranged a sexual harassment talk, and Professor Krishna, the women cell in charge of Department of Computer Science, and she asked me to asked the Abhishek to come for talk, and he didn't come. And then she was asking me to get married to Professor Akshay, and then these people got angry, and so this Minarli Sharma gathered all the students and faculties, and they planned a gang harassment, and they were harassing me throughout. And by the time the civil criminals, they have taken the spare key of the my room, and they were putting chemicals, pesticides and all on my food and water bottle across the campus, and then the hostels, the canteens, outside hotels, wherever I am going. They started tracing my mobiles, laptop, PCs, everything, and to monitor whether to whom I am interacting and what are all things I am doing and all. Then they called my friends and created conflicts, everything. They were spoiling my life, and I was not at all able to work or do any research. And then when I was going for SRM to submit my thesis, there also they created problems, and Professor Pushpa Golle instructed them to delay my defense to save his criminal students. And then when I was going to Dehradun there for a DST review meeting, there they created issues, and then wherever I am going they were keep on doing, and in Trivandrum, Ernakulam, everywhere, and they spoiled my life and career. And then when Abhishek went to Cambridge, so I thought, okay, I can also go for to Cambridge, so that everything will be resolved. But these people, Professor Pushpa Kendall, projected bad about my academics to Cambridge General, so they blocked my applications in Cambridge, Oxford, everywhere, wherever then I applied to all other IITs, and everywhere across world I have applied. They were blocking my applications to not to get these things come to outside world. So then they have when I was trying to go to Cambridge, they spoiled my health and admitted me to hospital, and started fake TB medication, even though I was not having that TB. And then they started projecting that I'm having mental problems, and then they started playing with the politicians and the police, and started threatening my family in hometown, and tried to admit me to mental hospital. Then I got escaped, and I came again. Professor Pushpa arranged so many dramas to make me go out of IIT Bombay by shortlisting my applications in IIT Dharwad and all. But again, then again he played there by putting chemicals in my food and all. Then again I went back to Trivandrum, and then at the time they demolished my home, and again I came back to IIT Bombay. Again they were playing so many dramas and to make me to go out of IIT Bombay. And then I was afraid to take any offers given by him, because I know he will be playing like this. And then Professor Supratik also started bringing many professors, but I didn't take anything. I thought I will go to Abhishek only. So at that time, then Professor Pushpa started giving an offer to Abhishek, and since he was not having A-star publications, and awards to Professor Supradik to not to support me. So then I went to meet his parents, and they have asked me to go to Cambridge, and by that time these people have stolen my passport and all. Then passport, passbook, everything and all. So then I thought of registering a complaint at Powai police station. So they played with the police and threatened my sister and brother-in-law and forcefully injected me and made me unconscious and admitted to Hindu Amrita hospital and created a fake mental certificate. So when I was coming back, so then there actually I was doing Ayurvedic massaging, shito there and all, and so they created a certificate, and then they were making ensure that I should not come back, and so that's what they instructed my sister and brother-in-law through the doctor to inject continuously, and then I was working in CUSAT, and I was getting into track of deep learning, and I was working, and in September when I reported an error in Professor Pushpa Bhattacharya's lecture material, so again he got angry and he started the harassments over there, and he instructed the CUSAT people by giving offers to trouble my work and block my GPU access to prevent me from doing experiments. And then I thought, okay, moving legally, so they started with playing with the politicians, police, everybody, the entire network, manipulated the entire neighbors, all the people across Kerala, and blocked all the people to not to service my laptops after spoiling my laptops, and then creating a mess, and I was not able to stay in my home. Again they instructed sister and all to put chemicals on my food to make me create mental changes to admit me in hospital again, and then threatened my mother to put tablets in my food to make me unconscious and to admit in hospital. And then we informed to neighbors, and again they manipulated everybody, manipulated all the advocates in the Kerala High Court that my case should not get registered everywhere, and it was like a gang harassments, and blocked all the media across the world. And then this in between December and January, February also I came here, since Professor Krishna told Abhishek didn't get married and he's there. So but these people were playing around, and they tried to do all the putting chemicals and all on my food again. And then I went back, and I thought at that time these people again played with the police to throw us from Ernakulam home to Trivandrum. And then again I wrote everything, and I made I sent to across the media across the world, and so they blocked everything, because since they were continuously monitoring my laptop and all through my net, Geo especially. So I have taken some 5 mobiles and some 20 SIMs, everything they are tracing and blocking, and my all. I was not having salary from June 2018 onwards, and they are continuously blocking my applications from everywhere to hide these things from outside world and to save their career and life. And then so I started putting in Facebook and all, Facebook, LinkedIn and all, since they were blocking all the ways. And so at the time, so Professor Pushpa played many ways to block the people and block my Facebook account even many times by projecting that I am having mental problems and all. So then it was I tried to make everybody understand what are the things actually happened really. So then they were calling me back to, means they will not directly call or anything, they will do some emotional blackmailing messages only to get married to Abhishek. But I didn't come at that time, because I want to complete this mission, because since it affected my life and career that much, and they demolished my home, and so it should be handled in a proper way. So but by that time they made another plan to get married Abhishek to another girl, and so which is actually they think this week they are going to get married or something. And so now everybody gathered together, and they adjusted each other with offers and all, so they will be happy. And so now they will spoil my career and life so that they can enjoy, and they created a fake story according to their convenience that I was running behind the boys to trap a boys. For that purpose I came to IIT Bombay and all. So they created a hook-up story, and everybody adjusted each other, and he will be he is eager for success and money and the offers, and so they will be enjoying, and so everybody will be together spoiling my career and life. That is what their plan, and that they fooled the Indian judiciary, legal system, Indian constitution, the worldwide authorities, media, everybody, and they projected a clean image of themselves, and they are projecting bad about my academics, character, behavior, everything to everybody. So this is what happening to a researcher in India. I was working so well. Within joining 2 years, I got a Women Scientist Award with a research grant of 23 lakh from DST, and I was working in that base. And but these fellows came and spoiled everything for their convenience and greeds and desires. When I didn't go in their way, they spoiled me and threw me out, and they were not even allowing me to live in Trivandrum or Ernakulam or anywhere. And so they were doing all the harassments, and now they are enjoying their life, and this is what happening to the researcher in India. So we should seriously think about this. And now they are projecting that they have given all options and I am not taking anything, and at last I am playing victim. It is not like that. So they will not directly communicate anything, and they will play around, and then every time by believing that I am going, and at that time they will play around and create further confusions and spoil these things. Nobody will talk clearly. This is what their clear scenario. Also, if you are approaching the authority, they will immediately project a mental problem, and now they are spreading to everywhere that I have mental problems, and so everybody is I feel ashamed of that Abhishek, the way he is behaving, and that like some dirty street criminal. The way such a cunning bad story, fake stories he is telling about me, and that he was always enjoying with that Minarli Sharma, that prostitute. And so now I have seen her family also came, and they are enjoying that. I wasted my time to explaining these all things to the media and all. Anyway, so this is what happening to the Indian research, and from great research institute IIT Bombay. So people, you should react. Okay, thank you.